Our lesson for today is 39-1, using a Venn diagram to represent a sample space. It will be broken up into three separate sections. The sections break down as questions 1 and 2, question 3, and question 4. So three separate sections. We're going to go through these together. We've represented sample space using lists and tables. We can also use Venn diagrams to represent sample spaces. At Annabelle High School, some students take Spanish and some do not. Some students take art class and some do not. Let S be the set of students who take Spanish. A will be the set of students who take an art class. And the number of students in these classes are shown in the Venn diagram. As you answer the following items, remember to use complete sentences in words such as and, or, since. For example, therefore, because of, by the, to make connections between your thoughts. A. Look at the number 112 in the diagram. This number is inside the circle for S and outside the circle for A. It tells us that there are 112 students who take Spanish but do not take an art class. What does the number 98 tell us? So notice that the 112 was over here, but the 98 they're referring to is over here. So I'm going to write it similar to the way that they wrote theirs up. It tells us that there are 98 students who take art class but do not take Spanish class. Okay? So again, 98 students in the arts, but not in the Spanishes. What does the number 84 tell us? Well, notice that the 84 is in the Spanish circle and it's also in the arts circle. So 84 students take both an art class and Spanish. And number 56, notice its location. It's outside both circles. But notice that it's got a rectangle and it says everything inside the rectangle are all the students at the school. So what this says is 56 students do not take an art class or Spanish. So they don't belong to either group. What is the total number of students who take Spanish? Now, remember that includes the 112 and the 84, all of that's inside that circle. So it's going to be 112 plus the 84 from the little partial circle there gives me 196. I'm going to cover up the bottom of this page, and I'm going to kind of put this up so we can still see our picture here. It says, what is the total number of students who take an art class? Now, this time I'm including everything in this circle. So 84 and 98. 84 plus 98. I'm getting 182. Here's a good question. How many students are there at the school? Well, we have the 112 that take Spanish, but not art. We have the 84 that take both classes. We have the 98 that take art, but not Spanish. And we have the 56 that are at the school and take neither class. So we've got 112 plus 84 plus 98 plus 56. I get 350 students all total. How many students at the school take Spanish or an art class? So or means I can include anybody in this circle, or in both circles. But I don't include these kids because they're not taking either. So I got 112 plus 84 plus 98. $294 students. How many students do not take an art class? Well, these kids don't take an art class, right? And these kids don't take an art class. So we have 56 plus 112. 168 students don't take an art class. We're now going to move to question 2. Now we can talk about probabilities. If a student is selected at random from the school, what is the probability that the selected student takes Spanish and explain? Well, taking Spanish was 196 students, right? Total number. That was the 112 plus the 84. So we have 196 out of how many people total? 350. So we have take Spanish, total students, and I'm going to do this the way that we did the lesson from yesterday or earlier, which is 0.56 whenever I divide that out. All right. A student is selected at random. Find the probability that the student selected takes an art class. Now, our art class total was 182, and our total for the school was 350. So 182 divided by 350 equals 0.52. Sorry, I'm typing these in the calculator as I go. Take Spanish and an art class. That means that they were in that center where the two circles overlapped, 84. So 84 out of 350. That gives me 0.24. Takes an art class but does not take Spanish. Art but not Spanish would be that 98. So 98 divided by 350. This is going to be 0.28. Take Spanish or an art. So that means that they're anywhere in the circle. And I think we figured that up earlier. That was 294 out of the 350 students. 294 divided by 350 equals 0.84. Next, takes neither Spanish nor an art class. So that was that 56 that was on the outside of the box. I mean, inside the box, but outside the circles. And we're going to divide that by 350. And that gave me 0.16. On to your debriefing.